Hey guys, it's Matt, and I'm back with my Lenovo K900. I've had the phone for over 3 months now as my daily driver, and I wanted to come back and give you an update. I'll go through a list of the pros and cons I've had with the device thus far, as well as some of the changes I've made to it and firmware versions. First off, the Lenovo K900 draws a lot of attention. I was one of the first people to get a Samsung Galaxy Note, and I'd constantly get questions like, is that a phone or a tablet? Those kinds of comments are back with full force with the K900. It's definitely a big phone. You'll also notice that I stuck a Card Ninja on the back. I don't carry a wallet anymore, just my K900. I really love the look of the sharp cornered design, as it looks different from other phones, like the Galaxies and iPhones. It does take away from the comfort, both when holding it and keeping it in your pocket. The phone being so thin and light really helps to mitigate the pocket problems, though. The part of the phone that never stops blowing my mind is the screen. The crispness and clarity of this IPS display can't be explained unless you see it. I find myself zooming less and less on websites as even the smallest text is still legible. It's also plenty bright when being used in direct sunlight. The performance and battery life of the phone have really exceeded my expectations. I have absolutely no problem getting through a full day and can often go well into the next day, depending on how heavy my usage is. That's with Bluetooth always on and always paired to my Pebble. Also, the Lenovo fast charging system lets me fully juice up the battery from empty in just 90 minutes, which is pretty convenient. I've been really impressed by how loud the speakers are too. They are much louder than previous phones I've had. I listen to a lot of podcasts around the house, so it's nice not to have to carry around my portable Bluetooth speaker all the time. On the camera front, in well-lit situations the camera shines. The narrow depth of field possible with an f1.8 lens can get you shots you didn't think were possible with the camera phone. I was a bit disappointed though by its low light performance. In low light, it doesn't stand up to phones like the HTC One. I feel this is all software though, as the camera components in this phone are top of the line. Hopefully Lenovo can tweak this in future updates. Speaking of updates, for the first couple of months, I was running the rooted and Play Store enabled Chinese ROM and having pretty good success. A month ago, I finally switched to the ROW ROM, which stands for Rest of the World. It's basically the International ROM, version 727. This ROM has been very stable, has Google Play out of the box, and it's rootable. It also solved an issue I had on the Chinese ROM where certain apps would show as not compatible with this device, even though they worked fine when I sideloaded them. It also enabled Wi-Fi hotspot, which I could never get to work right on the Chinese ROM. On the GPS front, I've had issues at times with getting a fine-tuned lock on my location. Also, in navigation mode, it sometimes has trouble figuring out what street I'm on. Hopefully these issues can be resolved with future software updates. On the wireless radio front, I've had great success with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 3G HSPA+. Connectivity is reliable and fast. I use the phone on AT&T towers in the US and consistently get 3 to 5 megabits per second on HSPA+. It's a pentaband phone, so it will work on most GSM networks. All in all, the K900 is the best phone I've ever owned. I switch up phones pretty often, but I've been pretty satisfied over the last 3 months. I hope Lenovo will continue to roll this phone out to more markets and expand their footprint beyond primarily China. They have clearly taken their notebook PC prowess and delivered it in the handheld segment. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.